In this very personal and highly entertaining Big Talk, Gayle Damiano shares her personal story of overcoming years of addiction so that she could make a decision for more. You are going to learn so much from her. Enjoy this Big Talk.
Hangovers, blackouts, arrests, STDs, lost purses, wallets, keys, phones, shoes, people, unexplainable injuries, embarrassing stories about throw up or pee, less money from drunken spending. This round's on me. My name is Gayle Damiano, and I was an alcoholic for over 20 years. Alcohol was the central focus of my entire life. My upbringing showed me that it was totally normal to drink to excess, and so it became my coping mechanism for, well, everything. I know now that alcohol wasn't my problem, but the belief that I needed it, the belief that I could not stop drinking even if I wanted to, because I believed that I was doomed to be addicted forever. I felt unworthy of love. I thought, without the buffer of alcohol, no one's going to want to spend time with me, so I made sure to organize my life around it. I always had beer and wine to fall back on at home when I got back from the bars. I drank everything. Hell, I even drank a beer once with a cigarette butt in it. Don't do that. I made sure I was always within arm's reach of something to drink. But deep down, I desired to be sober. I desired to be free from the prison I was living in. In 2016, it started crashing in. I was well into my career as a high-performing sales executive when I began drinking during the workday pretty consistently, under the guise of entertaining clients and prospects. But every morning, I would feel the booze pulsing through my veins, out of my pores, pushing through my bloodshot eyes, pounding in my head and churning my guts to remind me of the night before and to remind me how much I hated myself. I was taking secret swigs from freezer vodka when I thought no one was looking at home. I was hiding bottles. I was hiding from myself. I was holding on to pretending to be normal as hard as I could. My sober date is February 3rd, 2017. And since then, people have asked me, how did you do it? And the truth is, I chose it. I chose it not knowing what that meant and being terrified of not knowing. And since then, learning it's okay to be terrified and it's okay not to know. During that first year of sobriety, I chose not to go into a program, but I decided to heal my physical body first. I found an acupuncturist who was my healer and coach, and I dived all in on my life. I surrendered to trust that everything was going to be okay somehow. There were days that I didn't know if I was going to make it. There were moments that ticked by so slowly. I wasn't sure if I was going to drink or if I was going to die, but I didn't do either of those things. I held on, and I found myself drinking only 6 days a week instead of 7, then 5 days a week, then 4. When I got to 3 days a week, I thought, first of all, this is some kind of a miracle. Second, for a nanosecond, I thought, maybe I can manage my habit and just keep my 5 Manhattans a day, only 3 days a week. But I was fooling myself. I knew that alcohol was consuming me, not the other way around. It was time to rip it off like a Band-Aid. All at once, it was time to stop drinking all at once, all together. By the time I passed my second year of sobriety, I knew I was onto something, and I was inspired to share what I was experiencing. Want to know my secret sauce? It's the belief that nothing is impossible that drives this engine. I shift my mindset over and over again, and miracles show up. In 2017, I got sober. In 2018, I left my cushy corporate career to start working for myself. In 2019, I got pregnant, had a baby. The doctors told me this is something that was outside of the realm of possibility for me. But I believed it was possible. My clients experience miracles in their lives too. They share with me things like, Gayle, I am transforming. They say, Gayle, People tell me I'm glowing, and my business just did 30% more this year than last year. They say, Gayle, I'm 62 years old. I'm sober for 19 months thanks to this work. And my son and I have a better relationship than we have ever had his entire life. And mostly they just say, thank you. I'd like to reintroduce myself. My name is Gayle Damiano. I'm a whole life transformation coach, speaker, and intuitive healer. And I'm inviting you into my life today so you can take a great big look at yours. I'm inviting you to start being curious about the way that you think, because what you believe is what you see. You are in the right place right now. You can change. Start this very moment. Take your hand, put it on your heart. Feel the warmth of your body. Feel your breath moving. And close your eyes. Ask yourself this question. What do I want? The very first thing that came to your mind is the truth. Bring it to life. Write it down or bring it to me and let's work together to make it your reality. By the way, you don't have to do this work. You don't have to be addicted to substances to do this work. You do have to believe somewhere deep down that you are here to make a positive impact and you're ready to make monumental shifts in your life no matter what. Remember this. We are only borrowing these bodies. We have to give them back at some point. While we're here, why don't we choose to live in them? It starts with a choice. Choose to believe that you are worthy of everything you desire and beyond.
If you enjoyed this big talk, I would love to hear what your biggest takeaways were in the comments so we can fully support you. And if you desire to be on my big stage, head on over to thespeakersalon.com so that you can apply to come to New York City and take my stage where I will support you for 6 weeks. And remember, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit the notification and subscription button so that you get access to all of our recent videos. Remember, your voice matters. Big love. Mwah.